Welcome back to Trading with Cam, and today we're going to go over how we traded Meta for 51% today, and let's hop straight into it. So starting on the daily time frame, you can see I have two moving averages up, the 50 and the 9 EMAs. We are currently trading above this 9 moving average. You can see by that blue line, and you can see price pushed up above this high that we had here, and we eventually came back down to hold it as support. So that is a key level that I noticed that Meta was holding. Coming into today, I noticed that the price was trading over this 9 EMA, which tells me that there is still momentum left in this wave that we have here, right? So this is how I use the moving averages. Now we're going to move down to a lower time frame. Let's go to the 1 hour, just because I like how much details that it has, and we could get a bigger picture, a smaller picture of what's going on. So we're gonna just use this trend line to draw some details of what's been going on the lower time frame. So we got these highs and some lows, and we can see the price has been consolidating, trading pretty much in a triangle pattern until we broke this upper trend line and created a big wave of momentum all the way up to 330. So I noticed these I always notice these moves. Why? Because I wait for the pullback, right? When most people they find out about the move and they enter near the top, and then the market eventually takes the money. But that doesn't mean that this entire wave is done with. It just means that we just needed some time to pull back. So that is where I look for opportunities to enter the market for that push going up. Now, I don't need the entire move. I just need a portion of that move. And the second wave is most strongest towards the bottom of that wave. So that's why I like to find the area where we're most likely to bounce, right, amongst this entire wave, and just wait for the price action to react. Now, what was I looking at in terms of this one? The one thing that I could notice is that when we came down and we rejected here on Friday, I'm looking to the left, right? When I look to the left, I'm looking for a low, right? Why? Because the trend makes higher highs, higher lows. So whenever we get to a low, I'm looking in this area for price to go back up. So what is a key structure that I could look for, right? A key structure is something like a demand zone, which using this red candle, I could draw the top of the zone. Now, drawing demand zones is the art, so you could use this red candle or this red candle. In this example, we're going to use this one. I like it because this is the breakout level before this big move started to break out, right? So this is the range, right? And I say this is the upper range, and this is the lower range where price was consolidating before we broke out. So that's why I'm using this as my demand zone. That's the top. The bottom of the green candle is the bottom, and you can see that this created a demand area for if we happen to drop back down, then this would be a nice area where we could reverse. So we're gonna zoom in. By zooming in, I mean switching the time frame from a 1 hour to the 15. All right, so we're gonna zoom in to this demand zone, and we're gonna get to know it a little bit better. All right, so now that we could already see that price is reacting to it on Friday, I'm looking for some bullish indications Monday morning, right? One bullish indication could be a break of the previous high. It could be waiting for price to get over a moving average, right? And these are just conditions that I'm using the candles, which is the price action, to help confirm this to me. I don't want to just hop in because I see this on Friday. I want to make sure that we're going to continue to have momentum going up, right? And the best way for me to be able to spot that is using these moving averages which also act as a key level, right? So you can see once we bounced off of demand, we pushed above this 50 EMA, right? In the morning, this is pre-market. Let's zoom in a little bit more so you could see more details, right? We pushed up in the pre-market. Market open, we came straight down. Where did we stop? Right at this key level, 50 EMA. We tried to go below it, and the market was like, and we just held that support, came back up, and now this is where we could clearly see we're in bullish territory, because not only did we break the previous two highs, right? We actually held this as support, this key level at the moving average. So let's detail my actual trade, right? I actually got in the trade around this bounce once I got enough confirmation that this support level was going to hold. So we're going to go from the 15 to the 5 and zoom into the same area we're looking at. And let's zoom in a little bit more. And we could see that this was the same move that I just described. We came down to the 50 EMA. This green candle was the first, I would consider the first real bullish candle that would give us enough confirmation to enter the market going up. Why? Because we rejected this key level, and this is a very nice green candle with a nice wick that shows us we actually tried to go down, but the bullish pressure pushed it up even higher while protecting this level, right? So this could serve as a good risk area where you know that since we tried to protect this before, we should protect it again if we're going to continue going up. If we lose this area, then that invalidates our theory that the price will go up, and we could say, okay, the trade idea is wrong, and you could exit your trade. In this case, we entered at 10.05, right? I like to use this 9 EMA to help me enter my trades, and we held it for a while. Why? Because not looking at the 5-minute, but looking at the 15-minute, we could see that this 9 EMA, the blue line, has been respected, right, this entire time. So it's all about understanding your time frames, right, and understanding how the price should react on each time frame, right? Because the 5-minute is gonna look different than the 15. Or if you was on a 5, you would have got chopped up on that blue line, but on the 15, we've been holding it real clean. So it really comes down to how much discipline and how patient you want to be, how much is enough profit for you. We was up 30 something%, and then around what is this? Yep, 10-15. So literally within that 10 to 15 minutes, we was up about 30%, and I decided to hold it because after scaling out, I decided to hold some because it's still over this blue line. And if you look back at some setups, you're gonna notice with those big moves that happen, it's very rare that the price actually closes below this line, right? So you can see right here at around 2 o'clock, we was up 51%. I held it for a little bit longer to get to see if it had any more juice, if it wants to go on an end of the day run. And I closed the trade a little under 50%, I believe about 45%. So that was meta on today, 45%, can't complain. It wasn't that much momentum in the market after the morning, so wasn't really expecting too much from the other stocks. But let's take a look at the SPY, because we always want to take a look at what the overall market did, because that's how we could give context to what happened in the stocks, right? If the market, talking about the SPY, right? If the SPY went up huge, right, then that is the context of why some stocks probably went up huge. But if the market went down hard, right, and some stocks went up strong, then that is giving more strength to the stocks because it was still able to go up despite the market going sideways or going down. So you can see how the market went up until 11 o'clock, and then we started to pull back and we ranged. Now notice Meta, it kept on moving up after that 11 o'clock point, and that is a signal of strength in Meta, because the SPY was actually moving sideways, right? So when you compare the two, you see that Meta is moving stronger than the SPY, which could give you some insight for what you could expect tomorrow from Meta. All right. So this was a quick video. I try to keep it short without going on too long, but there is more details to explain. And if you guys want to know more, I have a mentorship each month where you could learn how to analyze the price, learn my strategies, how to risk properly, and how to manage your emotions while you're trading. Now, if you guys are looking to get these trades in real time, you could join my Discord community using the link in my bio, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.